Probably one of the best books I've ever read. The War of Art. Break through the blocks and win your inner creative battles. So if you are an entrepreneur who ever experienced not winning with your ventures, a writer who has a full week without writing, this book is for you because it is hard to create every day. And this book is about what makes it hard. Because it's not hard to write a book. It's hard to sit down to write. It's not hard to build a venture. It's hard to start it. It's not hard to be a YouTuber. It's hard to show up every week. I love The War of Art because it is about the practice, the doing, and everything that stands in the way of doing, of being creative, of building something that's worth building, that's bigger than yourself. And we all have this longing of building something that's remarkable, of building something that will be here when we are gone, of building something that creates delight for others. What keeps people from building that? And let me show you some examples from the book. One is he says there is the pro, the professional, and then there is the amateur. And what's the difference? The professional shows up every day, shows up no matter what, stays on the job all day. Maybe the mind wanders around, but the body is here, firmly planted, still sitting. They accept remuneration for the work. They don't do it just for fun. They don't over-identify with the job, and they master the technique of their job. So these 8 things make the professional. Now think about yourself in these 8 things. Do you show up every day? Do you show up no matter what? Do you stay on the job all day? Your mind might wander, but you stay focused. Do you get paid well for it, not just do it for fun? Do you over-identify with your job? And do you master the techniques of your job? He says, on the other hand, the amateur over-identifies with his vocation, his artistic inspiration, aspiration. He defines himself by it. He is a musician, a painter, a playwright. And resistance loves this because resistance knows that the amateur artist will never write the symphony because he is overly invested in the success of the symphony and terrified of its failure. That's when we get into the creative block, the writing block. The amateur takes it so seriously that it paralyzes him. And on that day, we will walk the dog, answer emails, instead of, or go to the grocery store, instead of sitting down and writing that symphony. Now, another part that I really loved about the book is how many of us have become drunks, drug addict, developed tumors, neurosis, succumbed to gossip, to using the cell phone too much, simply because we don't do that one thing that our heart, our inner genius wants to create. Resistance is defeating us. If tomorrow morning, every deist and benighted soul woke up with the power to take the first step towards pursuing his or her dreams, every shrink in the directory would be out of business. Prisons would stand empty. The alcohol and tobacco industries would collapse, along with the junk food industry, cosmetic surgery, infotainment, not to mention pharmaceutical companies, hospitals, and the medical profession from top to bottom. Domestic abuse would become extinct, as would addiction, obesity, migraine, headaches, and road rage. I love this book. Do I need to say more? This is about our innate creativity and our innate resistance. And those two things are yinging and yanging each other. Which one will win? Probably the one that you pick as a winner, right? You pick resistance, you will get resistance. You pick sitting down and just doing the work, less attaching, less expecting, fully committing to the practice, but zero expectations of results. That's probably the way that we'll get our practice most successful and most reliable, no matter what, no matter the weather, no matter how we feel. If we continue to show up and do work that is good work, then this is what the war of art is all about. Break through the blocks and win your inner creative battles. And let me know in the comments what you do to stay on task, to stay focused, to build good work, and what you are building. Keep rolling, everybody. See you soon.
What if your business would run well even when you are on vacation? Discover how 1,600 business owners have regained their freedom using the Strategy Sprints blueprints. How they enjoy living their dream and watching their business scale. Get the exact checklists they use to go from stressed to fulfilled using the Strategy Sprints method. Order your copy of Strategy Sprints 12 Ways to Accelerate Growth for an Agile Business on Amazon today. And if you love it, leave us a review. For more information, head over to strategysprints.com.